Sure. All right. Questions for George.
George, obviously coming off a huge win for you guys last week. What's practice been like this week, gearing up for this next one back home?
Just a high level of focus, especially when you win something that close. Just kind of just making sure we come to work every day, just not getting like complacent, just making sure we have like a high level of focus. And coach just keeps bringing up like sharpening that sword, just making sure we're on point at all times. Pretty much just keeping that, like I said, like high level of focus.
Y'all seem to have a rotation of running backs throughout the season. First, the start off is Parrish, and then it's Lavelle Wright, and now you get your 2 touchdowns in this past game. How's that system working out for you, y'all 3 running backs?
It's just like whoever's hot, what I'm saying. Just like he just likes to keep fresh legs in there. We all got the ability to make something shake. So just making sure we're always just making sure the guys that's in there is like fresh and is able to perform at a high level, which we all can do. Because whatever like the opportunity presents itself, he's going to make the most of it.
You guys are in a very similar situation to last year when you started out hot at CUSA. You were contending for that title. Hit kind of a roadblock in the latter part of the season. Of course, you salvage it by beating Jack State here at home to get to the championship. But how do you avoid kind of that letdown in this part of the season?
Just like I said earlier, just kind of just making sure we just keep our focus on ourselves and just making sure like we are just the best version of ourselves and we're putting the best product on the field on Saturdays or Tuesdays, whatever day we play. Just making sure we're competing at a high level and just as long as we keep the focus on ourselves and keep getting better every day at practice, like Saturday's gonna take care of itself. Like as long as practices are like game days gonna feel like practices. You know what I'm saying? Just a good mindset to have.
To kind of go off that, last season, La Tech came in on homecoming and they got a win. It was 12-7. How do we, what's the mentality going forward for y'all to prevent that from happening? Protect that home court for the homecoming fans?
Sorry. Just making sure we just have a high level of focus, like not letting no outside noise or things that happen in the past affect that. Just making sure we just coming in, just executing at a high level. That's the main thing. Like in the running back when we got on the board, just execute. Just making sure we do that at a high level. It'll be a great game for sure.
Of course, hit the end zone a couple of times this past week. You guys have really been spreading it around the running backs. You good with that, or would you like to have a few more of those touchdowns?
Of course, I'd like to have, my fair share. Of course, it's anybody. But, what I'm giving, what I'm saying, I'm grateful for it. But if that role grows, I'm never against that. So, what we do as an offense is amazing. I just love to be a part of it. So, yeah.
Tisdale made his first start of the season last game, and, his third long touchdown was a pass to Lavelle, and you got your 2 on the ground. How do you feel that the running backs are making his life easier?
Just making sure he's comfortable because a lot of us and even Marvis now he's played a couple of games now, so he's getting that little veteran feel to him. So we're doing anything we can just to make sure he's comfortable back there. Just if we could take the load off him by handing us the ball, and then now it's open up the pass game, stuff like that. Just making sure he's comfortable as possible. I mean, he got an arm on him too. So last game you saw he kind of settled in. He was making plays. He was hooping. So just making sure he's comfortable as possible, which he is. So yeah.
He's such a young guy though. How hard was it for him to step out under those lights in a big moment like that and perform? How do you feel like he did?
If you see him how he works at practice, we've been knowing he's a dog. So when we found out he was running out there first snap, it wasn't no stress from nobody. We was just waiting for everybody else to kind of figure out what he could do. So it was just nice to see.
How do you feel he adds to the running game? With his legs, Maverick, he is a mobile quarterback, but not as much running as Rodney did in the game against La Tech. How does that add to the running game?
It definitely opens it up a lot more. Just knowing that he has the ability to do what he can do with his legs is definitely helpful for us. So we're not teams just can't pin their ears back and rush at us and stuff. But both of them guys have great ability with their legs. But Rodney, might be a little faster. You can let them debate that. But it's just really nice to have that open it up for us as well.
Of course, you guys are back to the Saturday schedule. Is it at least partially a relief to just kind of have it back to normal, or did you really like these kind of odd nights that you guys were playing?
It's definitely nice to have it back to normal, just because mainly with schoolwork, because they kind of really get you in the mindset that Tuesday or Saturday, so you thinking Wednesday, Sunday, the whole time you got assignments due. So now that it's back to normal, it's nice to get back into the regular groove of things. So yeah.
Nobody gives you a break on that? None of your professors?
Nah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.